Alright guys, welcome back. So just to recap on where I'm at, I've got the transmission out and I've got the old clutch out. This is the new clutch. I'm going to open them back up. This clutch has already been soaked overnight. When you buy them from Audi, they already do that for you. I'm going to go ahead and pop these off. First I'm going to take this one apart and then I'm going to open them up. Oh, I'm just going to open this one and show you the difference in the friction plates. We're going to compare the two, see how bad this one's worn out, if it is at all. And hopefully we'll get the new clutch put back in today. And then we'll start the headache of putting that transmission back in. And after I get it back in, then I'm going to take the mechatronics unit out and put the new one in. Alright, let me get y'all set up where y'all can see, and I'll be right back. So, what I need to do first is get this old seal out. Yeah, get this old seal out with a pick. I doubt the ante. Bent my damn pick. Alright. So, here you have a C-clip. See if you can get in there. Alright guys, so I had to end up using a pair of my needle nose to stick them in the holes and spread them apart, because all of my C-clip pliers do not open up wide enough to get that out. And now we have this should come out now. Yes, so like so. Check this bearing. Feels pretty good. No play. Set that right there. We're going to clean that before we put that on, of course. Alright, so next thing I need to do is remember where there's supposed to be a mark, but I doubt that this one still has it. There's a notch right there and a notch right there. So notch at 5 o'clock and 11:30. We'll go with that. And of course this ring will meet up to this little uptick right here. And be sure to cover your face when you're doing this. Okay. And I've seen people hit this with rubber mallets. You really don't have to do that. You can push down on these teeth and pull up on the lip, and you should be fine. So this will be our first set of clutches, K2. We have a ring right here holding it on. And so far, looking at the color of this thing, I can kind of tell this thing has gotten hot. Doesn't really look like much friction material is left. You can see how you have spots. I don't think these things are supposed to be black. Much better condition here. So I'm going to switch my tools. I'm going to use this to be a little bit more careful. That's how we're supposed to look. See how big the friction is? The little friction disc? Pretty big. I know that it looks like that all the way through, so I'm not going through it. Let's look at this one. Okay, that is how they're supposed to look. So let's go to, yeah, I was slipping. So that makes me happy. Check every single tooth to make sure that thing is in there correctly. Alright, so I got this thing put back together. I'm just going to run this flathead along each of these little grooves or teeth to make sure that that ring is all the way in there. And that's it for the new clutch. I'm probably going to rebuild this one, clean it up and rebuild it and sell it. Try to get some of my money back. And those discs are toasted, especially these. These are just terrible. And then this bearing's bad. No, it's not. It just floats there. Okay. It's a pretty neat little setup. I'm gonna clean this, change the O-ring on it, and start putting this back together. And I'm gonna clean that, and we're gonna put the new clutch in today. And then I'm gonna call it a day. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've got my front plate. It is cleaned up. I cleaned the back lip here really well. Cleaned out this O-ring lip. All you gotta do is just stick a I didn't realize y'all can't see. Hold on. So I stuck a paper towel in there and ran it around, cleaned it, cleaned the surface, made sure it was really clean. And this O-ring definitely was leaking. Can't believe that, but because it looks like it was put in from the factory. I don't understand how it would just start leaking unless the heat, which looking at these black clutches over here, definitely got hot. Even the metal turns colors on the basket. I'm going to show you a little trick to mounting these without buying the set tool to put these on. Do not forget to put in your C-clip, which I haven't done yet. It's actually over here in this mess. So do not forget to put this back in before you put your seal on, because then you ruined your seal. There's no way you can save that seal. Let's try these piece of junk pliers I own. I own 2 pairs of these pliers, and not one of them works well. Sorry guys, I got UPS or somebody delivering, and he's just sitting in his truck running it. No big deal. Looks like these. There we go. So we got that in the hole at least. We're going to push it down until it falls into its home like that. Now we're good. Now very carefully, without hitting the bearing, we're going to give it a little push to make sure that it is in the groove all the way. Looks like we're good. So that's not coming off anymore. Okay, now let's see. This okay. So I have over here some Audi grease. And this is nothing but mock-up grease, I guess, that they call it something else, I'm sure. You want to grease this up really well, because whenever you set it, you don't want to tear this. It feels kind of rough right there. Oh, it's supposed to be like that. Okay. So be sure to get it in there real good. And you're not going to lubricate the outside because you want that grip to hold the gasket in. So here's a little trick that I've got. It's not correct by any means. A 2-inch PVC pipe or fitting. Just gonna push it down. Make sure that it okay, so you take this 2-inch fitting, make sure it's lined up and centered. Perfect set. So what you want to make sure is the inner stays on the same groove and the outer is flat. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of criticism for not using the Audi tool, but you know what? I'm not spending $30 to set one seal. It just doesn't make sense. I'll never set another one again, hopefully. Now that that is done, I got to clean the inside of this, put the new O-ring on, also put the lubrication for it. This thing is really dirty and I want to be very careful cleaning it, so that's going to take some time, because I want to make sure that nothing gets inside of there. Let's see, we've got some debris up here, which that may be where our leak was. But I am glad I found that leak, because that was driving me nuts, you guys. It wasn't exactly showing where it was going. I think that's it. If you guys got any questions, comments, please subscribe. I've gotten a lot of subscribers in the past couple of weeks, and I really appreciate that. So I also got to get the manual. I already have the manual. I actually have 3 manuals to this car, but the workshop manual, I need to look up and see how you're supposed to fill the front differential, because it doesn't have any plugs. It doesn't have a front plug, a top plug, a fill plug, or a drain plug. So just gonna do some research and see what's up with that, because I have all new gaskets for that. I'd like for this to be the last time I drop this transmission, but my gut is telling me it's not. So hope you guys have a good day. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Have a good day.